Look at how much better this theme is without all the stupid fart trumpets ruining it. It's a world that's barren, quiet, sinister, chilling. Kind of like what we're about to do today. I'm sorry, it's one of my favorite themes, but I can't unhear the fart trumpets. And when I can, it's the best theme in the game. Alright. Radio, we are not needing you at all. It is way too late in the game to even humor the idea. Hey all, it's Rad. Welcome to Final Fantasy IV Free Enterprise. We are at the beginning of the end. The final dungeon, the final boss. The Lunar Subterrane. Among all of these crystals are advanced tips and tricks. Things like agility anchors, where they explain how damned important agility is. In some cases, you're not going to need this. But in other departments, however, this is crucial to survival. Okay. Sorry. For now, let's get this show on the road. Welcome to the Lunar Subterrane, the final dungeon of Final Fantasy IV. First things first. There are a fair amount of boss fights and treasure chests. We're going to be opening and fighting the majority of them. We have the red giants here. They're not much of a threat to me. We are going to cure up any minor boo-boos. They fire off a mission. At this point, it is just inconsequential damage. So, gonna heal up. Throw some Ice 3 on the festivities. These things are damage sponges this late in the game. Their most threatening attack is Beam, which, if you're familiar, is worth about 10% of your health. Like, max HP. It's not really anything to write home about at this point, because we can just cure that away. But make sure you do. Actually, we're just gonna quake him. I'm not too concerned. Yeah, they fall down that easily. The reason why you tackle everything here is because they are worth a mountain of experience. Alright. Getting that out of the way now. We're giving Rosa the heroin equipment. And I believe we have a crystal for Palom. Should have done that last time, didn't. Fixing that now. We are pretty serious business from here on out. Starting with our first boss. Whoever comes around these treasures are at their absolute toughest. Okay. They're at their absolute toughest, but that doesn't mean that they're going to be difficult. This is the King and Queen of Evelyn. They have mutated into forms with not a lot of time left. They are no threat to us. They will cast basic low-level fire spells, which we will return in kind. But the idea is to beat them as fast as possible before they have a chance to speak. Your Majesty? Occasionally, they will deteriorate into nothing before saying their last words to someone who is not present. And then die on the spot. So either you beat them, or they beat themselves. And if they beat you, well, you got a problem. Alright, crystal armlet for that one. Pretty nice. We're going to put that on Rosa right away. This place is kind of a maze, but you know, it's the final dungeon. It should be long and winding. Yeah, we're gonna try to grab everything we can. Mostly because it's levels. But even at this point in the game, there is at least some treasure still worth picking up. You never know. Or you can keep the black belt, whatever. Thank God we go through this area without any random monster encounters, because there are a few that I could certainly do without. And there are hidden passageways throughout this dungeon. Thankfully, they are spelled out for us in the US release. Alright, so long as I remember where everything is, we shouldn't be spending too much time here. Red dragon, blue dragon, alright. These things are kind of physical powerhouses. We're going ice on the red dragon, and I believe for consistency's sake, we're going physical on the blue dragon. I'll wait for Kane to get back down. They will do this physical move where they throw a party member at one another, but in some cases they'll just attack twice. It's not really that much of a threat. And I believe we might have cured Blue Dragon. I just wanted to be sure that the ice spells would take it down. Because most magic you use towards Blue Dragon will end up healing it instead. Not that I'm really worried about not being able to do damage here. I mean, look at what I got. Masoya, you're not going to do much of anything. Let's just throw some regen on you. Really, I think Red Dragon is more the threat of the two. It's really the worst Blue Dragon can do to us is Blizzard. So at this point, we're just going to grind down its health. I'm not worried in the slightest. And there you go. Another 6-digit XP pool. The idea is that by the end of this, our levels are going to be in the late 60s. which is a bit overkill for the final boss, but really, if you play your cards wrong, that thing doesn't play fair anyway. Okay. Ooh, finally! Dragoon Shield for Kane, yes please. Okay. Forgot that was the way back. A little excited. Gotta make sure I explore every nook and cranny. Even if it is a weapon I can't use, because, again, you never know. I had some pretty cool items in these treasure chests. An exit that we will spend if we need to. Gungnir that I do not need. More monster fights, and oh, it's double red dragon. This could be a problem for Cecil. All right, Ice 3 over here. Yeah, really, Cecil's the one I'm worried about. He's admittedly not as durable. Yeah, I would rather not take chances. Alright, now we can basically poke down the red dragon. 200,000 XP? Yeah, I'd say I'll take a little bit of that. Cat Claw we do not need. Making sure I'm not missing out on much. Alright. It's time for a test of my memory. It's this way. Yeah. It's like a lot of this gear I've just outgrown. And Warlock and Carry. Okay. Primary. Dealing with the Warlock because they're more of a threat. But there's very few things here that are actually threats. There is one exception. Alright, we're just gonna Quake. Carries are pretty magic resistant. Hence why I'm kind of focusing on throwing my physical characters at them. And really, I should have been using Quake a lot more frequently, but well, that's a problem for future Brad. I'm trying to preserve my MP, since I'm trying to get this done in one go. Alright. Focus the Warlock. Because I already have a plan for your little fossil friend. There we are. Bones really, really don't like fire. Who knew? Dragoon helmet? Yeah, I'm pretty sure Kane is mostly covered, right? I would rather Rosa have more defense. Physical defense, at least. This is what I was worried about. The behemoth. It is incredibly durable. Alright. I think I'm just going to play it on the safe side. Cure 4 here. Meteo here. Yeah. We could slow you down a bit. Most other magic that isn't Meteor will do next to nothing. Meteor doesn't care for your statistics. Alright. Moving along. Oh, of course I forgot something. This area. Every time I do a run here, it's always the place I forget. Most often. Alright. Once again, slow. I'd rather not give you much of a chance to breathe if it's all the same. Oh, yes. We want you to heal Cecil. See, this thing is mostly a physical threat. It's durable, but doable. Alright, Zeus Glove. You know, stats-wise, I would really like that on Kane. A little more defense, a little more strength, a little more vitality. Pardon? Oh, yeah. You're not accepting my gift. That's why. You're cursed. Or you just don't accept my gift, whatever. Let me look at that real quick. We won't worry about it for now. Yeah, don't want to make sure I fight everything in this area. Alright. Yeah, sometimes it'll just do absolutely nothing. Yeah, point is we take down the Warlock. I do have a few elixirs in stock, and I have a feeling I'm going to be using them before their time. A full moon we definitely don't need. Let's save here. Okay. Yeah, I knew we picked up some Artemis arrows. The time has come. Oh, good, they're right here! I think this is a boss you fight in the Lunar Subterrane, so what a coincidence. Yeah, Cecil can just deal with that. Holy, we don't have a problem here. I could use white magic, but really... The important thing is Cecil hits the enemy. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Glass helmet that I really don't feel like equipping. Alright. Back to where we were before. It's just, this is an area that I often forget exists unless it's spelled out for me. There we are. And we're back. Alright. To what we were doing. B7, this is another save point area. So, those elixirs. Gonna start using them now. Hey! I wondered where you were! This is Balvalis. Her thing is that when she's in that tornado, she can only be hit from above. Hence... every other physical attack against her while she's in that tornado is going to be a weakness ray combo if memory serves. Can't have that here. This is my favorite of the 4 fiends. Not because mostly due to attractive woman, but it's the fact that Kane is so crucial in defeating her. Alright, yeah. Keep doing what you're doing. Defensor? Well, we don't need that. I kind of think of it. This is redundant. Don't need that. Lit 1, absolutely not. Wizard, don't need that. Power Staff, we are not using you at any point. Kane, do you feel like putting on some new equipment? Little extra defense. There you go. Little extra vitality. Compare that for a sec. Yeah, this is better for you. Little 6 points of defense. Ooh. This is a tough boss fight unless you know what you're doing. Focus on the bottom bit. Don't worry about the top bit. The top bit's just gonna throw Mazer at you and take 10% of your health each time. The CPU is gonna cast Wall on itself. Do I really want to do this at this point? Of course I do. So here's this attack. Globe 199 is all it will do the rest of the fight. Unless it revives the other bits. Okay. Need you back up. Alright, our fun is over. I figured I gotta use white magic at some point. Alright, focus on being aggressive, because we're getting 2 meteors in here. The thing about Meteor is that it cares not for your pitiful walls. 300,000 experience. Kinda crucial that we take that. Dragoon Lance. Admittedly, I have the Defensor. I'm content. Alright. Yeah, we'll spend that. Okay. So, yeah, Lunar Subterrane's pretty long. A little past the halfway point, it throws you a new motif, but the mission is still the same. Sure, whatever. This is another easy fight. It's part 1 of Mylon, where he throws 4 zombies at you and only uses the basic lightning spells. I'm not even worried in the slightest, I'm just having a laugh. It just takes 1 Fire 3 spell to knock him on his backside. Or at least the zombies. Alright. Yeah. Yeah. You're not really much to talk about without your friends. So we are just going to cure 4. Give you that little extra fire. All it's going to do is counter with light 1. You're not missing much. Yeah, I'd say we're pretty good. See, that's the thing about this game. That's the thing about Free Enterprise. When it randomizes the bosses, it tends to throw the easier ones on the harder points in the game. And then you just get a little breather and a ribbon. A ribbon we will throw on Palom. No. Right. Another behemoth. At this point, I know exactly how to deal with them. They are a physical threat, as you can see by actual damage being done to Cecil. But a threat that can be dealt with the same way as everything else at this point in the game. Just gonna heal up, top off. Yeah, our levels are too high for most of the Cannon Fodder to actually matter. And a free elixir. I would rather use it now. diamond helmet. And I believe this is the final floor. And so it is. So, welcome to the final boss. A final boss we are more than equipped for. Zeromus? You're going down in pieces. So first thing, while it's trying to shake its little whatever it is, if you're not here with the crystal, you can't even touch this boss. And once you throw that crystal out there, the madness begins. Or should I say, Gwinimus, the Lord of Cinder. Okay, first things first. Callum's not holding anything back at this point. It's meteor or bust. We are berserking Kane and making him go a little bit faster. The signature dish of Gwinimus is Big Bang. It hurts. And it causes sap. Cecil is going to be on healing duty for a minute. Alright. Rosa, you're gonna cure 4. And that is fucking around and finding out. I'm not too worried about the meteor counter because I know exactly who it will hit, so I prepare. But nothing can prepare you for the Big Bang. If you're not up on your damage, you're gonna pay dearly. Okay. Just a little time in the system. Ooh, just in time for that one. So Black Hole nullifies all your buffs and whatnot. We're just gonna... Do I still have a Silk Web? I sure do. Alright. First things first. Slow and Silk Web. Any magic you use against it gets countered with Nuke. Nuke's no slouch in the damage department. We can just have Kane fight regularly. Yep. Cure 4 is your problem. Alright, so Rosa is probably going to pick up Palom and a few others. Because we got a big bang on deck. Alright. Kane, you're berserking, you're having a good time. I want to wait this out and see if he gets off a big bang of some sort. Because Kane's just going to keep striking. And I want to be ready for that. We're not in any immediate danger. Alright. I'm just kind of saving myself a lot of white magic usage. Since that way, Fusoya can cure 4, Rosa can life 2, bring Palom up, he'll be at full health. Not worried. Black hole again, which means we're getting pretty close. I don't have an exact amount on Zeromus' health, but it is 6-digit. Yeah, once you start getting to just random nukes, that's when you need to start worrying. Alright. Yep, so long as we keep health up, this is not a problem. And since we know Rosa is casting Cure 4, and boom. There is a phase when Zeromus gets really low where it spams Meteor non-stop. But no, miss me with that. I will not perish. You have about 17 zillion more runs to do. Ugh. and that is Final Fantasy IV Free Enterprise. In under 5 hours, that's pretty fast for me. Granted, I did have to take the scenic route on a fair amount of them. But yeah, final thoughts on Free Enterprise. Just a genuine thank you to everyone involved in this project. Final Fantasy IV is one of my favorite games of all time, so to see it re-energized with hacks and randomizers and quality of life and general improvements, it's good to see that the games I grew up with are in good hands. The customizer, when you're putting your random ROM together, is actually very accommodating. You don't have to do your punishing runs. You can keep it simple. You can make the elements a little more random, where the best items in the game are pretty much seen at the beginning. You can make it harder on yourself. It's just, this is one of the better randomizers, and admittedly, I do say that with a little bit of bias. Because again, Final Fantasy IV favorite game, etc., yada yada yada. But it's just one that I just want to keep doing over and over. Because it's genuinely fun to get thrown into those... This is just randomizers in general. It's fun to get thrown into those situations where knowledge wins out. Knowledge of the enemies, knowledge of the map layouts, knowledge of weapons, knowledge of treasure. Like, it helps a ton. And that's one of the things that I enjoyed about this game. It's a bit cliche to say knowledge is power, but for the randomizers, it is your greatest strength. And it's what makes these games so rewarding if you're especially familiar with them. But yeah, I had a lot of fun doing a run for YouTube from start to finish. Like, this hack genuinely rules, and again, a genuine thank you to everyone involved. A lot of love and understanding of the original game went into this project. So yeah, that pretty much does it for Free Enterprise. I think this was a one and done for me. Because we got all the key items. We missed like one boss, really. Remind me to go wonder where that thing was. Again, I should put a link to this thing in the description. You obviously need your own copy of Final Fantasy II for the Super Nintendo. And as long as you have that, they've got you covered for the rest. But I had okay, I'm repeating myself. I had a lot of fun with this project, strictly kind of lost that word, kind of lost for words. I just genuinely happy when I play this game. I can't really describe it. It's like re-experiencing Final Fantasy IV all over again. And that genuine shock when you run into that oh crap encounter. It just can't be matched. So if you stuck around through this playthrough and hopefully you get a little motivation to go through this or one of the many, many other Final Fantasy randomizers out there, genuinely glad I could be of help. Final Fantasy IV is one of those games I can play over and over. It's one of those games I pretty much know inside out. But the fact that we have this going on, from people who understand what makes these games so fun, people like this right here, yeah, I think Final Fantasy IV is in good hands. So that does it for Final Fantasy IV Free Enterprise. This is the Rad saying, see you later.